Their rise to fame was meteoric, their fall from grace shocking. These action stars were once the darlings of Hollywood, captivating audiences worldwide. But scandals surfaced, bad choices were made, and public perception shifted. Their careers took dramatic turns. What truly led to their downfall? Let's find out. George Lazenby's tenure as James Bond was as brief as it was controversial. Cast in 1969's On Her Majesty's Secret Service, he was a model-turned-actor with no formal training. Labeled as arrogant and unprofessional by producer Albert R. Broccoli, Lazenby quickly developed a reputation that made him difficult to hire. While his performance as Bond was praised, his lack of acting experience became glaringly evident in later roles. Lazenby's post-Bond career fizzled after he turned down a multi-film contract, a decision influenced by his agent's misguided belief that the character would become outdated. He ventured into smaller projects and international cinema, but his efforts to break from the Bond image alienated him further from mainstream opportunities. Ultimately, Lazenby's rejection of the Bond franchise defined his career. His decisions, combined with a lack of professional guidance, made him an enduring example of squandered potential in Hollywood.
Get down! Get down! Get the fuck down!
Bruce Willis once epitomized the everyman action hero. From Die Hard to The Last Boy Scout, his charisma and grit were undeniable. However, the 2010s marked the beginning of a sharp decline in his career as he began appearing in a slew of low-budget direct-to-video films. These films, dubbed geezer teasers, often featured Willis in minimal screen time while trading on his once bankable name. Titles like Out of Death and Cosmic Sin became emblematic of this phase, with critics lambasting their lack of substance and quality. In 2022, there was an announcement regarding retirement due to aphasia and later linked to frontotemporal dementia. Though his iconic roles endure in the hearts of fans, the twilight of Willis's career serves as a bittersweet reminder of the vulnerabilities even Hollywood titans face. David Carradine's role in Kung Fu made him a household name, but his departure from the show to pursue a film career proved a double-edged sword. While Carradine sought to diversify his portfolio, many of his choices failed to resonate with audiences or critics. Complicating matters were Carradine's legal issues and erratic personal life. A 1974 arrest for wandering nude while under the influence made headlines, overshadowing his work. These incidents, coupled with his association with low-budget and independent films, gradually distanced him from mainstream Hollywood. Despite these setbacks, Carradine achieved a brief resurgence with Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill, where his enigmatic presence earned him renewed acclaim. However, his mysterious and controversial death in 2009 in a Bangkok hotel overshadowed his contributions to the industry. Speculation about the circumstances of his passing further muddied his legacy, with fans and colleagues left to reconcile his brilliance with his troubled personal life.
Rip firing Jake into the ropes! Oh, he catches it with the big foot! The big foot!
Terry Hulk Hogan Bollea transitioned from wrestling to acting with mixed results. Following his memorable appearance in Rocky III, Hogan attempted to carve a niche in Hollywood with films like No Holds Barred and Suburban Commando. Unfortunately, these projects were critically panned, with critics highlighting his limited acting range and inability to escape his wrestling persona. Personal controversies eroded his image, steroids, a leaked tape containing racist remarks, and more led to widespread backlash. Efforts to reinvent himself through ventures like reality TV were overshadowed by family drama and public scrutiny. Though Hogan remains a cultural figure, his attempt to bridge the gap between wrestling and Hollywood left him with a polarizing legacy, remembered as much for his controversies as his achievements. Mickey Rourke's early career as a Hollywood heartthrob gave way to a tumultuous period of self-destruction. Known for his rebellious streak and disdain for Hollywood's commercialism, Rourke turned down major roles in films like Platoon and Top Gun. Instead, he pursued a professional boxing career in the 1990s, which left him with significant facial injuries and botched reconstructive surgeries. Rourke's erratic behavior and reputation for being difficult to work with alienated him from the industry. His critically acclaimed performance in The Wrestler marked a brief comeback, earning him a Golden Globe and an Academy Award nomination. However, his resurgence was short-lived, as poor career choices and personal controversies continued to overshadow his undeniable talent.
One attack, Brady counters and scores! Oh, and Brady catches it with a jumping front kick!
Eric Roberts began as a promising actor, earning an Oscar nomination for Runaway Train. However, a 1981 car accident and subsequent struggles with addiction derailed his trajectory. Roberts' decision to take on virtually any role offered led to an extensive filmography filled with low-budget projects. While this approach kept him working, it diluted his reputation as a serious actor. His personal life also drew public attention, particularly a strained relationship with his sister Julia Roberts and a custody battle over his daughter Emma Roberts. Though he has shown flashes of brilliance, the sheer volume of lesser films overshadowed his talent. Wesley Snipes soared to fame with hits like Blade and Passenger 57. However, his career came to a screeching halt due to legal and professional issues. Behind the scenes, Snipes was reportedly difficult to work with. On the set of Blade Trinity, he clashed with director David S. Goyer and distanced himself from cast members, communicating through written notes. These professional conflicts, combined with several box office flops and the changing dynamics of Hollywood, made it difficult for Snipes to retain his A-list status. In 2008, Snipes was convicted of tax evasion and served 28 months in prison, which tarnished his public image and created a lengthy gap in his Hollywood resume. Though he has attempted a comeback with films like The Expendables 3 and Deadpool and Wolverine, his once bright star remains a shadow of what it was. Mel Gibson's fall from grace began with his 2006 DUI arrest, during which he made an anti-Semitic tirade that shocked fans and industry insiders alike. Further controversies followed, including allegations of domestic violence against his former partner and leaked recordings of racist and misogynistic comments. These incidents tarnished Gibson's public image and led to his ostracization from Hollywood. Despite a brief resurgence with Hacksaw Ridge, which earned critical acclaim and Oscar nominations, Gibson's reputation remains deeply polarized. His career serves as a cautionary tale of how personal behavior can overshadow professional achievements, with many fans struggling to reconcile his work with his actions. Jean-Claude Van Damme rose to fame with martial arts hits like Bloodsport and Kickboxer, but his personal life began to unravel just as his career peaked. Van Damme's struggles with substance abuse became public knowledge, and his erratic behavior on set alienated industry professionals. He famously turned down lucrative film deals, believing he could command higher fees, only to see his career opportunities dwindle. Poor film choices like Street Fighter and Universal Soldier: The Return failed to resonate with audiences or critics, marking the beginning of his decline. While his self-referential performance in JCVD showcased his acting range and earned critical praise, it wasn't enough to restore his status as a top-tier action star. Steven Seagal was once an action superstar, headlining hits like Under Siege and Hard to Kill. However, his fall from grace was both swift and spectacular, driven by allegations of sexual misconduct, erratic on-set behavior, and questionable political affiliations, including his outspoken support of Vladimir Putin. Seagal's career shifted to direct-to-video films in the late 1990s as his reputation in Hollywood soured. His difficult relationships with producers, legal disputes, and multiple accusations of sexual harassment created a toxic image that made him untouchable for major studios. In addition, his refusal to adapt to changing industry trends and his reputation for arrogance only accelerated his decline. What unites these stories? Personal decisions, shifting industry dynamics, and public perception. Some fell due to hubris, others to scandal, and still others to bad luck. While each star's journey is unique, their downfalls remind us of Hollywood's unforgiving nature. In the end, staying on top requires not just talent, but adaptability, humility, and a little bit of luck. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content.